In this video, I'm going to show you how to dissect the two muscles of the lateral arm. So the two muscles of the lateral arm are here, and they're kind of hidden. At least their boundaries are hidden because of this connective tissue, and that's okay. I started a little opening here, so you can see pocket. If I put my forceps underneath, you can see there's connective tissue. So here's another technique. If you're really careful, if you can see the connective tissue between the two boundaries, you can put your tool, right, like the back end of my forceps, in between the connective tissue or underneath the connective tissue, and then just use your scalpel and cut on top of your tool, and you won't have to worry about cutting any tissue. You're just cutting the tool. So that's just another method for you to use if you want to separate. So once I have a pocket or I can get my finger in here, I'm going to go ahead and just separate the connective tissue between these two muscles with my finger. It's pretty easy to do. If you want to clean up any connective tissue on the muscles, you guys can. It makes it easier again for the easier dissection. So I'm just going to clean this stuff up here. Hopefully I don't cut anything, because that would be embarrassing, but let's see. Well, there we go. Okay, so that's as much as I need to clean up. All right, so this muscle here is the triceps brachii longus, and I've only separated on this side. I haven't really separated on this side, but if you see, if I turn the shoulder, there's a little pocket here, and all I'm going to do is pull this other muscle underneath. If I pull it towards me, you can see that there's connective tissue right in this area. So I'm just going to pull this towards me, use my finger, and again in a light sweeping motion, I'm just going to separate the triceps brachii longus. So the triceps brachii longus is now almost dissected. I just have to get to the other side, and there it is. So there's the triceps brachii longus dissected. So the next muscle of the lateral arm is this muscle right here, and this is the triceps brachii lateralis. So I've already defined or separated the muscle or dissected the muscle on this side. I need to do it on this side now. So you can see that it's buried under this connective tissue, but once I remove this connective tissue, we are good to go. So again, right, lift. If you can use your forceps to separate the connective tissue, go for it. If you can't, no big deal. You have other tools that will assist you. Let's try grabbing the probe this time, and I'm going to lift, and I'm going to separate, right? You can see, just with a probe, I can separate the connective tissue. And again, you can do this, right? So here's the triceps brachii lateralis. The last thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to remove this connective tissue here so you guys can clearly see the muscle, and then that will conclude this dissection. So it's not too bad. All right. Okay, and there's the triceps brachii lateralis. So recapping the muscles of the lateral arm, here's the triceps brachii longus, and here's the triceps brachii lateralis. And that concludes the dissection of the lateral arm muscles.